Changing the spark plugs on a 2006 SR5 4Runner. Just wanted to talk about a couple simple tips. To get into this first cylinder here, you need to remove this hose so that you're not kicked off. You want to be able to get in there straight. And with this hose on there, it was kind of popping my wrench a little bit at an angle, which made me feel like I was going to cross thread it. So I removed that hose. This first bracket you don't have to remove. The second one, it's a 12 millimeter. The bottom nut, I just loosened it, slid it out of the way for the middle, and then moved it back the opposite way for the last one. The last one, you have these two hoses. You don't have to remove these hoses. Now this hose here came across in front of it, so I did remove it, slide it back out of the way. With this last one, I actually went through the two of them to get a straight shot in there. The driver's side's a little more difficult to get to, more items to remove. There's a clip here, this hose, and there's several little things you need to get out of the way. The passenger side's pretty simple. Passenger side, you just take the air filter hose, just unscrewed this bracket here, just remove that air filter hose from right there, and that gave a clean shot to open each one. Another tip is to be careful with these. I've seen other vehicles where that clip right there was broken, and once it's broken, you don't keep a secure connection for each of your wires into the coil, and it will wiggle loose and cause misfires. I actually saw that on one of my son's vehicles. So one of the ways that I did it is, it's got a button right there. You can push the button, but also take that and just flip it up real gently to get it off of the clip that was on the coil. But this side, like I said, is really easy to get into. I shot a little PB blaster in each one. I just bought this vehicle. I don't know how long it's been since the plugs were changed. The first one I got on, it was really difficult to break loose, so I backed off of it and shot a little PB blaster in there and waited a few minutes before I attempted to pull them out. So I went ahead and took each one off, sprayed them, and then waited and came back, and then started on the driver's side, and I've already finished putting them in. Now I've got to go back and put the pulls in. Something else I did, and this may be overboard, but I numbered. This is the bolt that goes into your coil. My camera, sorry, I was looking at the bolt, not the camera. This is the bolt that goes to this coil, so I numbered it 1 and 1, 2, 2. These on the passenger side came out so easily, I was able to leave the bolt in place and just number them so that I know everything goes back in the exact spot that it came out of. Just helps with possible cross threading or anything like that, or you know how it is, sometimes it doesn't want to go back in a different hole. Put a little anti-seize on my new spark plugs. I can see that PB blaster soaked in pretty good. Actually, may have sprayed a little too much, but anyhow, those are a couple little tips on taking this apart. It's 10 millimeters. When you open the hood up, you'll have this cover on here, and it's a 10 millimeter. Pull it up, it's clipped back here. You see it just kind of sits on that rubber boot. You just slide it right off. Throw it over out of the way, and then again, pop these clips, take your air filter hose off, slip it off there, and then remove anything that's on this side, the clips, whatnot. Pretty simple. This vehicle makes it actually very easy to get to, and these on the driver's side, like I said, are a couple that are a little more difficult, but they're nothing compared to a lot of vehicles you work on. Anyway, I hope that helps. 2006 Toyota 4Runner SR5. It's 4.0 V6. All right, good luck.